Hello, and welcome to today's creator contract. No Smoking Haven, set on Haven Island and supplied to us today by yours truly. So moving on to our briefing, short and sweet, it's bad for your health. And moving on to our targets, and today we have 4 of them along with a free map. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the Villa staff, and we're going to have a silenced pistol stored up in the Villa Beach storage area. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to go and retrieve our silenced pistol, and the only reason we don't have it currently on us is that we want the briefcase. That's the important bit. So we're just going to quickly hop down past the pool. We're going to retrieve our silenced pistol and grab the briefcase before returning back past the pool to the barbecue area. Now do be aware there are a number of enforcers in this area. So there's one of them just to our left. We do need to give them a wide berth. We're going to make our way up to the barbecue area where we will find 2 propane cylinders. And this is why we brought the briefcase. So we're going to place the first propane cylinder in the briefcase, allowing us to carry a second propane cylinder. We're then going to make our way across the decking once again, avoiding the enforcers, and just down by the seaplane we will find, having a cigarette next to some boxes and crates, our first target. So we're just going to take one of our propane cylinders and we're just going to throw it on the floor by our first target, and then we're going to move a nice safe distance away. And when he loses interest and goes back to his cigarette, he will then blow himself up. While he's doing that, we are going to retrieve our second propane cylinder from the briefcase, and we're going to hang around because we need that guard's outfit. So someone's going to come along shortly, and they're going to remove the body, and they're going to replace that body where we picked up our briefcase and our silenced pistol. So what we're going to do is we're going to get there nice and early ahead of them, and we're going to await the arrival of our change of outfit. And the reason for this is our next target is located on Stephen Bradley's private little island, and even this outfit doesn't get us on there. So we're just going to take up our position here underneath the decking and hopefully out of sight of the pool cleaner, who is an enforcer, and we're going to wait right here for our target's body to be brought over. As you can see, he's on his way, and once he has been safely delivered back to us and the deliverer has vacated the area, we can then take his outfit and we can then move on to our next target. So we're just going to crouch down quickly, wait for him to get a safe distance away before we take the guard's outfit. So about now should be perfectly safe, and we can then move on. So we're going to head over to the private island, as I mentioned, and our next target is also a guard in this area, and he is also a smoker. Now this one will catch me a little bit by surprise, so I'm going to throw the propane cylinder at our target's feet, just like we are used to doing. And I am expecting the target to be surprised and look around and see what's going on before going back to his cigarette. Except this time that doesn't happen, and the propane detonates immediately. We were still very much within the blast radius there. We just managed to get away with that. So 2 targets down, 2 more to go. We're now going to make our way to the little private area behind the spa that leads to the radio tower security room. Now we do need to avoid the cameras along the way, so we are going to have to give the cameras a nice wide berth, and we're going to make our way past all of them, past the gym area and round to the rear of the spa, We will not be trespassing in this area, but I am going to take the bushes way just to be extra safe, as there are 2 guards at the entrance to this area. So there is our target. He's going to go and stand by a propane cylinder and have a cigarette. We're just going to wait for him to move away before we put 1 bullet in that propane cylinder. Now this gentleman has a very short routine, so he will stand there and have his cigarette. He will move away, and then very shortly or very quickly he will return for another cigarette. So once he gets safely out of earshot, we don't want to cause any panic. We're just going to quickly put 1 bullet in the propane cylinder, and in a few moments our target, once he's had his fill of his drink, will return for another cigarette. Here he comes now, and as soon as he lights that cigarette, he will detonate what I believe is an oxygen cylinder. In England they're not blue, they are actually black. But either way, we have the desired effect, because when any sort of cylinder like that explodes, it's liable to hurt someone nearby. So 3 targets down, 1 more to go. Our final target requires a propane cylinder as well, and there just so happens to be 1 more on the map in the kitchen behind the bar. And another reason why we have this particular outfit is because the kitchen behind the bar is unbelievably a very restricted area, and both of the attendants in this area are usually enforcers to most outfits except this one. So with this outfit we are able to literally just hop in the window, grab the propane cylinder and hop back out without anyone batting an eyelid. So we're going to move now down into the decking area between the spa and the restaurant, and our target right here, he's going to be joined by a young lady in a black hat. They're going to have a conversation, and then the young lady will move away, and at that point we can then throw our cylinder at our target's feet, and just like you're expecting, once he loses interest and relights his cigarette, he will blow himself almost to the top of the trees and into the next life. And then all we have to do is to make good our escape, and the nearest available safe exit will be the dinghy exit underneath the bar and restaurant building. So there we go, 1 more creator contract taken care of, and we get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives to worry about, and we get ourselves a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.